these appear worthless.
What is going on in my tunnel?
Looks like we are having crab for dinner tonight.
You'd eat Mirelurk? Ugh, no. Disgusting. Tough, but somehow slimy at the same time. Well, you stuck around at least. So I guess you're promoted. You get to be my new gun. I think we just need one more guy. An old friend. He'll want a fair cut, but we saw where being cheap got me.
Who is this guy?
He's just the guy we need to speed things along. Likes gadgets, money, and not much else. First, I think it's best if you actually see what we're after. I have some things to check on in Diamond City. Head over to the noodle shop there, and I'll meet you when I finish up my business.
Bobby.
I'll catch up to you. Order yourself a bowl of noodles if I get held up.
Hey everyone.
You just heard.
I know y'all are doing your own. But I don't
In
want
case you were
anyone here to
wondering,
forget
it sounds
what
like we
matters.
haven't heard the
Hey,
last
Daisy.
Brotherhood
Glad you
deal
can make it.
just
How's
yet.
my favorite?
Heard what you did.
Eyewitness
Say
reports
that
have
next
them
good one
engaged
from
in a
Suki the other
firefight
day.
with unknown opponents at the ArcJet building here in the Commonwealth. While their motivations aren't entirely clear.
Guess not everyone appreciates the bar.
All right. We're getting off track. What was
I
I
think
saying?
it's safe to say there
that's
was
right.
tech
What
they
matters?
wanted.
We
And
freaks
they
gotta
decided
stick
to
together. And the best way to
No,
stick
I wouldn't
together
want to be
is to
their
keep an eye out for what
The
drives us
reports go
apart.
on to say
You feel me?
they made it out in one piece. Presumably.
Now, what out there in our big friendly
Who
Commonwealth
knows?
would want to
Maybe
drive
now
us
they'll be
apart?
moving on.
What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The
The
next one
Institute
is
and their
keep
sins.
knocking by
That's
Lily
right.
Jordan.
Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lard head. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us!
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor!
And who's in charge of Good Neighbor?
Hancock!
Of the people, for the people!
Remain
it down.
silent during the speech.
Hey, not too close, Mr. Tough Guy.
Peace, brother.
Excuse me.
Hancock. He runs things here in Good Neighbor. Good man for the job. Fair and brutal in equal measure.
Stay free, man.
What, I look like a bartender? Take your troubles someplace else.
Ever been to kill or be killed? Some fine-looking weapons.
You look quite dashing in that.
Jeez Louise, that's some tin can.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Hey, Irma.
Oh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
I have a lot of very precise work to do. What do you want?
Amari.
Don't bother asking me how the memory loungers work. I don't have time to teach the years of neural physiology it would take you to understand.
Are there any trade publications for the medical profession these days? One must remain current on the latest procedures.
Sure there are. Just a couple 100 years old, though.
Have you found someone that can help me become human?
You like the decor? My business partner hates it. Says she's not the fun type.
Got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Excuse me.
Good Neighbor's crazy. thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
Escape? What do you mean?
Reliving old memories. Like Thanksgiving, 2071. Mom made a 12-pound turkey. And then we all listened to the Silver Shroud vs. Captain Cosmos. Even Pa was there. You ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
What can you tell me about the Shroud?
He's from the radio shows. I've listened to all 419 episodes. And the holiday special. He's the best. Better than Grognak and Man-to-Man combined.
That sounds familiar.
You'd remember him if you heard his show. They're the best detective shows in the whole world. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So he can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
What plan?
I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
I might do it, if you make it worth my while.
I can give you some caps up front. Just promise you'll help me.
Do you really need the costume?
With the gun, I'm just another armed hooligan. But if the Silver Shroud came to life and helped people, it would give everyone hope.
I might do it, if you make it worth my while.
I can give you some caps up front. Just promise you'll help me.
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs fell, they were filming the Silver Shroud pilot over at Hubris Comics. So that's where you'll find it. You're the best.
Let's hope his grandma got the help she needed. You're tuned to the Commonwealth's only respite from the tedium and desperation of post-apocalyptic life. Diamond City Radio. And having found its way back home to our record player, here's Bob Crosby with Way Back Home.
If the shielding on the reactor core isn't perfect, it can hazardous your health.
There you are. Was wondering if you were gonna show up. Yes, it's me. I have to hide my face in these parts. People like me aren't allowed around here. Now let's get down to business. That big wall of glass looming over Diamond City is the mayor's office. Most people don't know it, but there's a strong room buried beneath. Mayor's just sitting on top of it. And that's our target. The guy has it coming if you ask me. With how he treats my kind, maybe he deserves worse.
What's inside?
Caps, meds, food. Enough to keep this city running. It's things we want. Things everyone wants. You get in on this, there's plenty for you. You got it? So, what do you say we make this party a little bigger? I managed to track down my tech guy. His name's Mel, and he is right here in Diamond City. The guy can make a gadget to solve any problem. Thing is, he's a bit locked up right now. You have to get him out of there. I can't just stroll into Diamond City security with this face, covered or not.
Tell me about this security office.
It's built into some old locker rooms, and it smells the part. This isn't a maximum security prison, and it isn't heavily guarded. No problem for someone like you, right? Pick a lock, find a key, bribe the guard. The usual stuff. Just get him out of there.
We sell everything.
Broke up with my girl. She kept the cap off the toothpaste. Know who does that? A simp.
Diamond City Surplus. Open 24 hours.
Hi.
Ellie? Are you here?
Nick? Oh, God. It's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Metal detective delivery at your service.
Happy to be in a niche market, that's for sure. Here, every cap we agreed to for finding him. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
the Earl Sterling case. Apparently Earl just up and disappeared one day. No one's seen him since.
I've been meaning to put Earl's case to bed for a while now.
And that,
Glad you're up for it.
bless her heart.
So, what's your take on the case, Ellie?
If you're from out of town, be sure and visit Diamond City.
On Earl?
It's
Well,
safe,
he didn't have any
it's
enemies, that's
secure,
for sure.
and full
Someone
of
would have to
quality
notice to apply
establishments
first.
like this.
And Earl didn't exactly have the
Commonwealth
charisma
weaponry.
to inspire any crimes of
Perfect.
Protect yourself. Protect your family.
passion.
Here's a classic cup.
What's that leave us?
I don't know, Nick. It can't be the Institute, right?
Guess that's up to you to find out.
The Marty Bullfinch case. Marty was Nick's partner. Emphasis on the was. He must have been some kind of desperate to come to us for help after all this time.
Well, Marty and I never exactly saw eye to eye. Mostly because he was usually passed out on the barroom floor.
Aw, come on, Nick. Think of the good times.
What, when he quit?
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
You old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one Shem Drown. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
Ellie?
No, I always got the sense Earl was interested in me. Figures he'd be the one to run off.
When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up. It's a lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. What else can you tell me?
My wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. Anything else you remember?
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much, but I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. Anything else you remember?
We're looking for my son, Sean. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? And why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
Who are the Gunners?
High-end mercenaries. No job too brutal. They're in the running as likely suspects. They wouldn't be the ones pulling the strings.
Wait. Super mutants? What are they?
Big, green, Muscles on muscles. In other words, hard to miss. I think we can safely rule them out.
You think raiders might have done this?
I honestly doubt it. They can barely organize themselves, let alone pull off something this complicated.
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype, anyway.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
You don't know anything about them? Really?
Some kind of security setting strips or blocks out those memories. And it's not just me. Any synth that gets trashed, left behind, or escapes the Institute has the same problem. Probably some kind of failsafe.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
The man who killed my wife. He had a handgun. I didn't get a clear look at it. But that sound...
Could have been a large caliber revolver. Huh. I'm starting to get a clearer picture of the kind of man our perp is. Anything more you can tell me?
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper across your face.
Not much to go on, but a tough and commanding voice can get someone pretty far in the violence business. What else?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
Oh, yeah. I heard their names, their home addresses, and where their diary keys are hidden.
All right. Calm down. It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
You said he lives here? He's still in town?
Both vanished a while back, if I'm remembering right. But that house is still there. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
You've really gone through a lot, haven't you? Hope you and Nick find that monster.
Ms. Perkins.
You two be careful.
Hey, Valentine.
Follow me. Let's check out this house Kellogg left vacant. I didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance, bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. has no enemies.
So I'm happy to be
because
able
they're
to
all
deliver
dead.
a little bit to you.
Except
If you were
you.
one of the folks
9 to 1
worrying
odds
about
says he's our
the
man.
whereabouts of
It's more
Diamond
than
City's
just
most
you
effective
identifying his
detective.
distinguishing features.
rest
The MO is all him as well.
Big Valentine is
Leading a
back
small
in town
team to
and
kidnap a
seemingly
baby and
none the
leaving
worse
one of the
for it.
parents alive for later.
While the tales
Not
about
many
what
mercs
happened
in
to
the
him are
Commonwealth
scarce.
can pull that
I, for
off.
one, am just glad he's back. And in one piece.
Hey, Valentine.
And if there's any
Come
more
on,
good news
Kellogg's
to share,
house ain't far.
you'll hear it first here on Diamond City Radio. Butcher Pete is back on the rampage. Here's part 2 of his saga.
Here we are. Keep an eye out, will you? See if I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. Got something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Lock's really strong.
No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key. See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
Swatters, right here. Let's go. Bashes in the Commonwealth. These ain't just any old pieces of wood. A swatter is a custom piece of hickory.
What's a swatter?
Rookie, eh? A swatter, my friend, is a Diamond City tradition. See, it used to be that this whole place was a stadium, and 2 teams would meet and play a game called baseball. One team would beat the other team to death with these things called baseball bats, and the best bats were called swatters. True fact.
Oh, really? What kind of teams were there?
There was the Diamond City Demolishers, big brutes of guys, played in full power armor with special pneumatic arms, for swinging. Then you had the Lexington Ladies, an all-female team with Coach Bloody Mary Sue at the helm, highest kill count in the league. I could spend all day talking about the Concord Crushers or the Quincy Killmeisters, but you get the idea. It was a hell of a sport.
Look, dumbass, that's not how baseball was played.
That right, Mr. Smarty Pants? If you're such an expert, how do you think it was played?
It was America's pastime. A sport that united families on warm summer days. And it wasn't violent. Mostly.
I like my version better. Now, can I interest you in these genuine, authentic, custom-made hickory swatters?
Let's see what you got.
A swatter never runs out of bullets.
Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications. Scopes,
The
flip
Super
sides,
Salon
Heard you
barrel
rescued
view.
Valentine.
The hairstyle
Good
of
work.
your dream.
No sense scared the hell out of me. But Nicky, he ain't like those Institute psychos.
New issue of
Read that
Public
interview you
Occurrences,
gave.
View from
And
the
you said at the
vault,
end,
outsider's perspective
one day
on
at
the
a time.
Commonwealth.
I can relate. You look a little roughed up. Should talk to Doc Crocker over at the Mega Surgery Center.
This is what I like about you, Wellingham. You know what you are. Not trying to be anything other than helpful. Lower field workers always want what they haven't earned.
Oh, an astute observation, sir. Let me just freshen your glass again.
Thank you, Wellingham.
Yeah?
Why doesn't the mayor come out of his office, huh? Afraid of talking to the press? I bet if I said I was with the Institute, he'd come running.
You ever think maybe you could get a man's attention easier if you use softer words, honey? Maybe shout a little less?
Oh, that reminds me of this article I'm writing about the mayor's affair with a certain airheaded blonde. Oh, look who it is.
What are you doing here, Piper?
Trying to find out why the mayor happens to be meeting with the same suspicious-looking courier every other week. Not from any settlement I've ever heard of. And not from a caravan. Always in and out before anyone has a chance to talk to him. An errand boy from the Institute, maybe. After this article comes out, that's what everyone's gonna be asking.
If you are done crowding the reception area, Miss Piper, the mayor needs to make time for more responsible citizens.
I was just leaving anyway.
Piper.
Heading my way?
You know what? Never mind.
You know where to find me. Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
Who do I talk to if I need to find a key to a house that's been locked up?
If you're talking about a property that the city has seized, we only have one on the books. Mr. Kellogg's old house. You'd have to ask the mayor directly if you want the keys.
I can feel the gears of bureaucracy grinding me up already.
Like grist in the mill, honey. Good luck.
Hey, Geneva.
I'm sorry, but you're not getting that key from me. Why do you want it so badly anyway?
Just trust me. It's important. You have my word.
Well, you do have an honest face, and it's not like there's anything important in an abandoned house. I can't believe I'm doing this, but what the hell? Here you go, honey. Now, don't do anything in that place I wouldn't do.
That was Billy Ward and the Dominoes. Hey, folks. We've got word coming in of a new settlement founded to the northwest.
Remember, you didn't get that key from me.
Some
Now,
brave
if you're actually
enterprise
interested in
folks
buying a
have decided
house,
to
we have a
settle
permit
sanctuary,
available.
and we wish them the best of luck. It never hurts.
Well, let's
to
hear
have
about the
one
permit.
more
We have one
safe,
home
reliable
available.
place
It's in the center of town, right near the market. You can do whatever you like with the interior, and all the tools you need to make your own furnishings are provided at no extra charge.
And that's definitely good.
Tell me more about this house.
The previous owner bought an adjacent warehouse and knocked down a few walls, so it's bigger than most. And he left behind his old tools, so you'll have everything you need to modify the inside however you see fit.
Let me think it over.
Take all the time you need.
latest hairstyles from the upper stands.
So it's true then? You're leading the Minutemen? Good for you. Great cause.
We got small arms, long arms, ammunition.
No skull in the league. Stand a swat.
Got the key? All right, let's head in. You do the honors. Let's take a look around.
This belongs in the garbage can, yes?
Place seems small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big. Nothing here. Did you check out that desk? I'm telling you, something's not right. Look for anything out of sorts. A switch, a button.
Look alive.
What do you want? Here's what I have on me.
Nick.
Keep looking. Gotta be something here. Well, that's one way to hide a room.
Gwinnett stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, and cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
I wonder if dog meat could pick up the scent.
Say, that's not a bad idea. Some dogs out there in the Commonwealth can track a man for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company. We can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth after one man.
Any words of wisdom?
If Kellogg really is the one who kidnapped your son, then he's dangerous. But so are you. You don't need to be afraid of him or anything else the Commonwealth throws at you.
I don't know. I might need your help on this one, but maybe I should go on my own.
If you need me, just come knocking. If not, then the next time I see you, I hope it's with your son, safe and sound.
Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
Not now.
Well, I'll be around if you change your mind.
Look alive.
Do you need something from me?
Dog meat. Get the scent, boy. I'm trusting my family's future to a dog. That's it. I'm officially crazy.
Text Beneke, folks.
May I be of assistance? Are you giving me a present?
Hey, folks. We've got word coming in of a new settlement founded to the northwest. Some brave, enterprising folks have decided to settle Sanctuary. And we wish them the best of luck. It never hurts to have one more safe, reliable place in the Commonwealth. In related news, it sounds like the Minutemen may be getting back on their feet and helping out at Sanctuary. And that's definitely good news for everyone. Anyone willing to take a stand for safety in the Commonwealth is okay in my book. Here's another one from Betty Hutton. Guys, don't take this personally.
Read the public and be prepared.
found a clue.
San Francisco Sunlights. Kellogg's preferred brand, all right. Okay, boy, let's track him. We gotta stick together, pal. At least until we find Kellogg.
Why is everything dangerous up here? Have you found something interesting? We must be getting closer to this Kellogg.
Lost the scent, boy? What is it, boy? What are we looking for?
That's it, isn't it? Orange-colored sky like that cold. Diamond City Radio wouldn't be possible without the help of some wonderful businesses here in town. Commonwealth Weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Next we'll hear Civilization by Danny
Creating
Kaye.
laser maneuvers. still within acceptable parameters.
Bloody bandages. Dogmeat can track this. Kellogg's still out there. You've got to track him, boy. Okay, boy. Let's track him.
pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
Monsieur Dogmeat has something for us.
If anyone can hear this, my son and I are trapped and need help. We were being chased by something. But we're able to escape into this train car. It knows we're in here, though.
Decoy, huh?
Oh, no.
Clever.
It got the door open! Red Thomas, get out!
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
If anyone can hear this, my son and I are trapped and need help. We're being chased by something. But we're able to escape into this train car. It knows we're in here, though. Oh no! It got the door open! Red Thomas, get out!
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
If anyone can hear this, my son and I are trapped and need help. We're being chased by something. But we're able to escape into this train car. It knows we're in here, though. Oh no! It got the door open! Red Thomas, get out!
And that's definitely good news for everyone. Anyone willing to take a stand for safety in the Commonwealth is okay in my book. Now here's worry.
Purpose is not combat. Did you hear some presuming combat operations? Violent engagements can result in a variety of injuries. Major enemies have been dispatched.
Critical signs.
Very cold
Alert.
man, no?
Critical signs. Attention, assailant. Lower your weapons immediately.
What have we here?
Error. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
What happened here?
Error. Operator deceased. Threat level Omega. He killed us.
Oh, it's just dreadful what Kellogg did to this poor thing. Kellogg any moment.
We're at the old army base. Is he hiding out here?
Louis Jordan, folks. Gotta love him. Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard about the latest issue of Public Occurrences. Some bold claims by our intrepid reporter. Since possibly living among us, undetected. Very serious implications.
I may have
The mayor's office
so
has,
violent.
of course, issued a statement denying the validity of the article, saying all is well in Diamond City. The mayor himself insists that the fears raised in the article are
Shouldn't the coroner be doing that instead?
no one. But between you and me, listeners, I'm gonna keep my eyes open just to be on the safe side. Well, never a dull moment here at Diamond City Radio. Here's a throwback to simpler times, when folks actually went looking for radioactive material.
Did you hear something?
Place? Is he in here, boy?
So many breeds of Canis familiaris, but I think this may be one of the best. Good dog! He led us straight to Kellogg.
Everything okay, boy? Mind if we swap some things around, dog meat?